What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to Funk Music with Zack on IBM.TV. Today we got a real special treat for you. Today we're going to bring in none other than Mr. Joe Keys and the late Bloomer Band going to be jamming live for us in a few minutes as we make our connections and make all this stuff happen. So all we need for you guys to do is sit back, relax, and enjoy the show because it's going to be super, super tight. All right. Today, it's the beginning of World Peace Weekend and all that other stuff. So, we're going to get into some things and talk about some things. First of all, how are you guys doing? You guys okay? Sorry. I had to check something. I'm checking in with the band right now. You can see I'm on my phone. But I just want to make sure you guys are okay. You guys are doing well. I'd like to thank my producer, Mark, IBM.TV, all our sponsors. We want to, get this message out to everybody that we love you, that we're going to stay funky with it, that we always got to stay on the one, like Bootsy Collins says, just love each other and stop hating on each other. So just remember, help your neighbor. Try to do something positive, even in the worst times that we're in right now. Try to make something out of nothing, which is the essence of the one, y'all. Today, like I said, here we are, IBM.TV, Funk Music with Zack, coming to you live from Durham, North Carolina. And we got a great band on today. Mr. Joe Keys and the late Bloomer Band is going to be hanging out with us in a few minutes. They were doing their sound check last I checked, but they're going to come on with us in a minute. We're going to talk to them, chop it up a little bit, and get on to, this funky Sunday on Funk Music with Zack on IBM.TV. And don't forget, if you got a birthday today, know that we love you. If you have a anniversary today, know that you're not forgotten and we love you. And most of all, if you lost somebody due to COVID or due to any particular thing, hey, what's up, Andrew? How you doing, bro? Just know that we love you and we're going to be praying for you. We need to fight homelessness, poverty, abuse of any kind, battered women, battered children, battered men. It don't really matter. We need to fight for the LGBT community. We need to fight for Black Lives Matter. We need to make sure that everybody understands nobody's trying to hurt the police. The people that are doing that were bad, and they're going to do that anyway. I feel bad for police officers, some of them, but then we know some of them aren't so good. And we already know that. So let's stop pretending that doesn't exist, because it does. And I'm going to make sure y'all know that. Vote is very important. You got to vote in November. You got to make sure you get on and vote. Early voting started, different places around the country. Make sure you vote, because we know what we got to do with Sir Nose. We got to get him out of there, because Sir Nose will never dance. That's his job. He will never dance. And y'all Funketeers know what I'm talking about. It's a beautiful day down here, wherever you guys are, and you're part of the country and you're part of the world. Thank you for tuning in. I love you guys so much. We're waiting on our guest, Mr. Joe Keys. We're going to bring him on in a minute. I heard he just flew in, on his magic carpet. So I know he's in the house. I just got a message, I use my mental telepathy, and I just got a message. Thank you, Mark. No good show. And I consider this a good show. It's not great, but it's good. And I appreciate all the positive energy that we get from it. No good show is ever done without a great producer, and my producer, Mark Lee, back there. Thank you, Mark, behind the glass. So yeah, we got some things popping, and know that we love you. Know that we care about you. There's so many people out there that have taken part in World Peace Day, which is tomorrow. And we're going to be doing something on IBM.TV. I think I'm going to pop on about 6:30 tomorrow night, and we're all trying to make everybody aware of World Peace Day. It's going to be broadcast live on IBM.TV, so y'all can check it out. I'm number 9. I'm your host, Nappy Head Funk Army band leader. Your hostess with the mostest, as we say in Funkland. And to all my Funketeers out there, the power and the essence of the one is all that within yourself. And remember that. A lot of funk stuff dropping in the months of October and the months of November and December. A lot of funk stuff happening. Right now we're waiting on Mr. Joe Keys. Late Bloomer Band. They're gonna come on and rip it up for us. What up, my brother?
What's happening, Zack?
You. I had
to. On, man? We back to spending weekends together.
Yo, I'm loving that, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that, brother. I love it. I broke out my special hat to you.
I see.
I broke out my garb.
I appreciate you coming in style. My man.
Just for you. Yes, I had to dig it out. You the man. Yeah, man. So check it out. How you doing today?
Man, I'm good, man. You know, the band came over last night and camped out and hung out and, did what young people do. And I kicked back and absorbed the vibe, man, Special weekend for me this weekend, so I'm celebrating life on the other side of crack.
There you go.
So it's a good weekend for me today. You know what I'm saying?
Man. I know you had mentioned that yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And we got into it a little bit.
5 years today, brother. 5 years today.
God bless you.
Today is my 5th year. Yes,
God
sir.
Bless you.
Yes, sir.
God bless you. That's amazing. There you go, right? Yep. There you go, right? Amazing story. An inspirational story. For you personally. And you're my brother, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Glad you're here. I love you, man.
I love you too, brother.
You got the band revved up back there, man.
I do, man. We ready, man. We ready.
Hey. So this is what I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna let you introduce some of the cats as we go. But you ready to hit it? I'm ready to hit it.
I'm ready to hit it.
I'm gonna give you the floor, ladies and gentlemen. Live with Zack on RBG.TV, Mr. Joe Keys and the late Bloomer Band.
I am Joe Keys. I am most definitely, without a doubt, I am a late bloomer. And I've been blessed by the Almighty Creator with a group of some badass young folks who allow me to address them as the Late Bloomer Band. Make it scream, Zack. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Down with Willing underneath. Zack, we're going to do another tune for you, then we talk to you for a minute, brother. Hit me with that Willing. There you go. Well, I told y'all I'm kind of celebrating a thing. You know, and I look back on those times and still today, people say to me, Joe, how'd you do it, man? Say, Joe, it's really hard to get off of that stuff, man. I hear it's really hard. How'd you do it, man? I say, well, I mean, I was running a little late. First of all, and most of all the way down, I had to be willing, yeah. I had to be willing. I had to be willing, yeah. I had to be willing. 1, 2, 3, ow! We've all heard so many conflicting words about life, whether wrong or right. How you gotta be working hard, and it ain't no easy job to survive, just keep it alive. We've all come to think of ourselves as legs in a chain, so much to gain. We are the ones who tie our fathers to our sons. Don't you know that's how we grow? But my life really means that these songs that I sing are just pieces of a dream that I've been building. We can make a stand, and reaching out my hand. I know damn well we can. We are willing. We gotta be willing. we gotta be willing. Got to be willing. Bring it down, somebody. Bring it down a little bit. Well, we've all been so close to getting it. It's always nice with no sacrifice. Times have changed, and it's no longer strange to make a few corrections in our direction. Cause being strong, more just holding on to advance. You gotta take a chance. Waiting on the line, it ain't nothing but market time. You won't get nowhere, just standing there. But my life telling me that these songs that I sing, they're just pieces of a dream that I've been building. We can make a stand, reaching out my hand. I know damn well we can, we are willing. But we gotta be willing. Got to be willing. But we gotta be willing. Got to be willing. All the way down, play a little bit of lobby. Zack, play your guitar solo. We've all heard so many conflicting words of our life, whether wrong or right. How you gotta be working hard, and it ain't no easy job to survive, just keep it alive. We've all come to think of ourselves as slaves in a chain, so much to gain. We are the ones who tied our fathers to our sons, don't you know? That's how we grow. My life telling me that these songs that I sing, they're just pieces of a dream that I've been building. We can make a stand and reaching out my hand. I know damn well we can, if we all will. So we gotta be willing. Got to be willing. So we gotta be willing. Got to be willing. Power call.
Yo! Woo! Oh my God! Oh my goodness! Yabba dabba dooza, baby! Damn! What y'all got going on in that basement down there? Let me come get some of that.
No, that's right, dog.
Oh my God! Oh man, let me tell you.
Hey, let me introduce you to the band real quick.
By all means, take your time, brother.
Absolutely. I'm going to go start at the horn section over there. I think we got them all up on the screen. There's John there, the tall, handsome white fella.
There you go.
John on
What's up, John? Welcome, baby.
There's Melody, the real pretty little African-American Negroidess.
Melody?
Yes, she is. Melody Brown.
Melody
Look at all
Brown.
that brownness. Come on now, look at all that brownness.
There you go.
There's Zack. There's Zack over there, another handsome gentleman. Look at all these fine, young, handsome folks.
So y'all got a Zack.
I'm so blessed, Zack. We got two Zacks. Come on, brother. We carry your legacy, your old ass. You know you're going to live on forever.
I see that.
You're going to live on.
Woo!
How we doing?
Yes, it is.
You gotta feel it every time we hit.
There you go.
There's
Welcome,
no lobby
Zack.
on keyboards. There's a lobby on keyboard.
A lobby. Nice to meet you, brother. Welcome.
A lobby. There's Joe Vincent on bass guitar.
Joe, what's up, Big Joe? Holding it.
What's your name? I just kidding. There's Brandon on drums, y'all.
Brandon. Pocket.
Marshall on guitar. That's
What's up,
Marshall back there on guitar. You spoke with Marshall before.
Yes.
Now you can put a face to or half a face, you know. They being good to my old ass. They got masks on and stuff down here. We trying to keep it right, man.
I love it, man.
You know.
I love it.
And we got the other Zack. We got another namesake down here, Zack, right here on guitar as well.
So you got two Zacks in the band.
We got two Zacks in the band.
Look at that. What can I say?
He said, "Look at that."
What can I say?
So some of the numbers you're hearing, such as the last one, was written by Mr. Gil Scott Heron. It's called "Willing." The first one is the original that we put the Lord's Prayer on.
Awesome. And, I love that.
Yeah, and we're some of the music you're gonna be hearing today is coming off our upcoming CD, album, cassette, 8-track, Spotify. You know, we're gonna try to cover the whole gamut. It's entitled "Tales from the Griot of Westminster."
There you go.
And if you don't mind, we're going to continue to play some music. Is it okay?
You do, brother. I'm going to sit back and watch.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Woo! Woo! Joe Keys, funk music with Zack, the late bloomer band. IBM.
What? You got to know. Don't try that one. 1, 2, 3. Now who the hell is just knocking at my door? I gotta get up, I gotta G.O. You ain't know. But there's a funk party about 3 blocks over. And the invitation says, don't bother coming if you think your princess died. I'm Casanova, cause leaning on the wall ain't allowed. We got the late bloomer band in the motherfucking house. And our funk is the funkiest funk that you can funk with. It's the funkiest funk that you can funk with. We gonna funk you up. Well, if you haven't been funked enough, we gonna funk you up. Well, if you haven't been funked enough, we gonna funk you up. Well, if you haven't been funked enough, we gonna funk you up. Don't bother coming if you think your princess died. I'm Casanova, leaning on the wall ain't allowed. We got the late bloomer band and the motherfucking down. And our funk is the funkiest funk that you can funk with. It's the funkiest funk that you can funk with. All the way down, we gonna funk you up. If you haven't been funked enough, we gonna funk you up. Well, if you haven't been funked enough, keep it right there. We gonna funk you up. Well, if you haven't been funked enough, we gonna keep it right there. Well, if you haven't been funked enough, so we gonna funk you up. Well, if you haven't been funked enough, we gonna funk you up. If you haven't been funked enough, we gonna funk you up. Well, if you haven't been funked enough, we gonna funk you up. If you haven't been funked enough, we gonna funk you up. If you haven't been funked enough, we gonna funk that Silly, I heard that silliness over there. What's next, Marshall? Okay. All right, y'all. So, we're just going to play music, man.
You do you, bro.
Hey, Zack, what's going on, brother?
I'm just popping in. I'm vibing, floating around.
Hey, you got some pretty teeth. I don't know if you've been told lately, but you got some pretty teeth. You got a beautiful smile, my brother. You better not go out the street and let nobody hit you in your mouth. Go ahead. 1, 2, 3. Yourself a great big Jones, and you done tried all the methadone, but you just can't seem to see that heroin alone. Well, I wonder. See, started out just for fun. First time I took a little one-on-one. You see, my buddy, he was a pusher. First I had seen. Every day he gave me that dope for free. He even swore before God it wouldn't do me no harm. Won't you look at me? I'm sticking it in my arm. Now I done
Closer cold-blooded. I'm obsessed into rage. I've existed for years. Very little has changed. I'm the tool of the government and in District 2. I am destined to rule. And regulate you will be delicious. But you can't look away. Make you think I'm delicious with the stuff that I say. I'm the best you can get. Have you guessed me yet? I'm the slime oozing now from your TV set. You will believe me when I lead you. The garbage and I feed you. To the day that we don't need you. Don't look for help. No one will aid you. Your mind is totally controlled. It has been stuffed into my bone. You do as you hold it down till the right you are told. So a lot of people, they ask me, that guy Joe, he's not really off the stuff, They're like, what's he on? I'm like, him? Joe Keys is on duty, that's what he's on. One of the few Americans still out here on duty. You know what I mean?
It's kind of hard down here sometimes to keep 6 foot distance and shit. Boy, I'm doing good at it though, because I'm already 6'5", see. So I just lay down in front of you, you know we far enough apart. What we got? Okay. Keyboards. Let's do it. Pick it up. believe in no one. We live in a life. Like God. Sing it. We've all got to go like we come. Before or after the sun. And if you believe in no one, you believe in the one like God. Yeah. We've all got to go like we come. Before or after the sun. And if you believe in no one, you believe in no one like God. Yeah. Thank you, my brother.
Man, let me tell you something. You've done something miraculous because tomorrow's is World Peace Day. So y'all bringing that in along with your sobriety and all that good stuff with the funk on this beautiful.
Zack speechless.
Hey, I am because I'm stuttering because y'all are funking.
That's my man.
Y'all funking that basement up. I want to be there. Kudos to your band. Mad shout.
Thank you.
I love all you guys. You got a lot of comments coming in. Craig Stevens said sounded good, and David Brooks and Andrew and people on the line are saying,
right on.
It's beautiful, man.
My fam.
Yeah, man. So we got a few more minutes. You got a couple more thoughts, or you want to wrap?
Yeah, of course, man. That's what we do, man. We're gonna do this all day. We're doing this after this is over.
Hey, but that's all good. Let's go with it. Joe Keys, the Late Bloomer Band, Funk Music with Zack, IBM.TV, right here, exclusive.
My name started. Okay, go ahead. I tell these stories only to keep it relevant for myself. And hopefully, I can help somebody along the way. But just in case, I was telling Zack yesterday, I decide to run for office. I don't want y'all digging up no mess on me. So I tell it all myself. So when they come to you talking about, ooh, I heard Joe was a freak and he was a crackhead, you could say, and what else is new? What else is new? You just hearing that? Joe told us that a long time ago. You see, I used to take a hit, but now I do this music. I used to take a hit. Now I'm celebrating 5 years sober from that shit. And I'll be like, I'll be out in them streets, baby. Friday, because I used to keep me a little raggedy job, I'll be out in them streets thinking I was popping. Few dollars in my pocket, maybe a pair of new Converse or something, which, by the way, I may trade in by Monday morning. And some of my loved ones, some of the people who really cared, they really cared, they would see me Monday because I'd be broke by then. Disgusted, and I sure enough couldn't be trusted. And they roll their window down, because as if you don't know, I'm 6'5", so I really can't hide. They see me when I'm out there. They be like, Joe, dog, yo. Don't you think it's time that you took your ass home? Don't you think it's time, Joe, that you took your ass home? Don't you think it's time that you took your ass home, Joe? It's time. It's time. It's time. Twilight Zone. He's what we call the paper gangster. But I see a real gangster play. The kid's mind got gone. And with his money left, he found himself all alone. I used to see the kid day and night, searching for a hit on the pipe, living the tripe. It wasn't until the Grim Reaper showed him his life, picked up the pieces and broke the scent. Gone, found love, waiting at home. He should've known that love was at home. Now don't you think it's time that you took your ass home? It's been a long time since you took your ass home. Don't you think it's time that you took your ass home? It's been a long time since you took your ass home. Listen to your heartbeat. Listen to your heartbeat. Listen to your heartbeat. Listen to your heartbeat. You're lost in this great big city. You better go back home. Better go back home where you belong. Doom da 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 doom da da da. Take your first step out to outer space. You're like a little baby who never walked before. If you fall down, get up and walk some more. If you fall down, get up and walk some more. I am Joe Keys, born and raised in Freehold, New Jersey. I now reside in Westminster, Maryland, and I have been blessed by the Almighty Creator with a group of some badass young folks who allow me to address them as the Late Bloomer Band. We are collectively known as Joe Keys and the Late Bloomer Band. We play music that I personally grew up on that inspired me, and these people enhance that thing. No arguments, no don't tell me what I'm doing. None of that stuff goes on down here. The music is trusted down here. Down here, we truly believe that music is the answer. Raise our glass, and the young ones smoke. I don't even take a toast. And I teach them and I tell them about some of this music that they're listening to. Give them some history. This is what I do. Right here, we want to pay homage to a fallen soldier. One of the founding members of Kool in the Gang just took his wings and took flight. Brother Bell, we sing this for you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Kool in the Gang. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Fly on, brother. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, ooh. Fly on, brother, fly on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, ooh. We are scientists of sound. We are scientists of sound. Rhythmatically laying it down. Yes, moving rhythm through time. Moving rhythms through time. Let the music take your mind. Let the music take your mind. Music is the message. All the way down. Music is the message. Let the music in your heart. Music is the message. Let the music in your heart. And we're making that music for all our friends. Where we at?
I love that. Kool in the Gang. You took me back. Scientists of sound. Rhythmatically putting it down.
That's right. That's right.
Joe Keys, the Late Bloomer Band. Y'all still got a little time. It's all good,
we cut
brother.
that one short. We thought we. Okay, how much time we got?
You got time. You got time. I just asked my producer. Go for it.
Okay, cool.
Go for it.
All right. Did you hear what they said? No. One, two, three, 8. This one actually goes out to yet another one of our fallen soldiers. Brother by the name of Nipsey Hussle. We had faith in that brother. We seen changes going down. But somebody else had something in mind. So in the name of Gil Scott-Heron and Robert Bell and people who represent and Nipsey Hussle, you know, I wasn't even a Nipsey Hussle fan of the music, but I dug how the brother had grown and changed and was doing something different. So I thought I would dedicate something to him. I just wanted to let the young people know that, you know, it wasn't all about the music for that brother. That's why I believe they took him out. Hey, Zack, that's why I believe they took him out. Did you hear what they said? Did you hear what they said? Did you hear what they said? They said another brother did. All the way down. They say he's dead, but he can't be buried. They say he's dead, but he can't be buried. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. This can't be real. Did you hear what they said? Yeah, did you hear what they said? They say they shot him in his head. Shot in the head to save his country. Shot in the head to save his country. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. This can't be real. Did you hear what they said? Did you hear what they said about his mother? And how she cried, say she cried, 'cause her only son was dead. Say she cried, 'cause her only son was dead. Woman, could you imagine if your only son was dead? Somebody told you that he couldn't be buried. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. This can't be real. One more time. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. This can't be real. Dun, 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 wow. 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 Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. This can't be real. Keep singing. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. This can't be real. Stay right there. Keep singing. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I mean, I know y'all watch the news from time to time. And I know you just must look and say to yourself, like, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. This can't be real. I know every once in a while, I mean, I don't know what kind of guy George Floyd was, but I know when you saw the video, you thought to yourself, this can't be real. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Brianna, and the list goes on, and Nipsey, and Huey, and Gil, and Martin, and Malcolm, and Medgar, and it just goes on and on and on and on and on. And all you can think to yourself is, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. This can't be real.
My sisters, I love y'all. Oh my God. Let me tell you something. Joe, I want you to introduce the band one more time.
Right on.
First of all, I want to say thank you. You guys rocked it, totally turned it out. I'm going to want all you guys back on again.
Thank you.
At some point. And please, my brother, introduce these talented people.
I sure will. John is on trombone, y'all. Melanie, alto sax. When they all also write songs and collaborate and do background vocals and you know, and they show up. They show up all the time. They show up. They want to play music at 3:00 in the morning. Let's jam.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
So I'm blessed, man. That's Zack over there on tenor sax. That's Olivia on keyboard. That's Joe on bass. That's Brandon on drums. That's Marshall on guitar. That's Zack. We also have a new intern manager. His name is Patrick. We're going to make some noise for Patrick over here.
Yes, sir, Patrick. My man.
Patrick's in the house, and he's helping us film, and he's on board.
Yo,
we're doing this thing, man.
You are. And let me tell you something. Patrick and I spoke at least about 4 or 5 times since we put this together. The brother's on top of it. You got a good man right there.
Thank you, man.
And nothing but much success, man. 2021, 2022, you and I, we're going to be rocking this thing.
Yes, sir. Yes, we are.
We'll be back out there with you, man. And I just want to tell you again. Congratulations on your sobriety. The message in the music and what you're singing about is so important to the universe.
Thank you, brother.
To the people that lost family members due to violence. You touched on that, and it kind of really, really touched my heart when you mentioned George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and so forth. You're an amazing artist, amazing spirit on this planet. You're just scratching the surface. Thank you so much for joining us on Funk Music with Zack, the Late Bloomers Band on IBM.TV. We love you. We're going to have you back on again. I'll be calling you during the week, and we can chat up some other stuff that we got going on. I think we got a IBM.TV marathon coming up in October.
We're ready, man. We got a van. We'll take a drive. Whatever. We don't mind coming south.
Well, it's going to be virtual, but hey, when it's time to travel, we can definitely do that too. We can do that too.
Do the drive-ins. We're going to do the drive-ins. Whatever's the latest way to do this shit, we down.
Hey, you know what? I'm going to bring on –
because it's a new day.
That's right. That's right,
man. So we got to do it the new way.
I'm going to bring on a couple of my producers, so hang tight for a minute. I got people backstage that want to say hi to you and want to talk to you for a second, man. So hang out for a minute. Mark, you going to bring Kim and everybody? What's up, Kim? How you doing?
Hey, Zack.
Lynn, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great after all of this wonderful music. Joe, it's a pleasure meeting you.
Great music, guys.
Great music. That was amazing. I was sitting back here chatting with Zack, our Zack, the IBM Zack, because we got two as well. But I was chatting with Zack, the funk master here, and I was just rocking. I mean, your music was just truly amazing. Hit me in all kinds of very special places because, I mean, I could tell all the folks that have been part of your legacy, whether that's Gil Scott-Heron, whether that's some of the funk masters like George Clinton and others, but you were just truly amazing. And I was just telling Zack that we got to get you back several times because I was thoroughly enjoying what you were doing. And Kim's giving me rah-rahs because she's down with you coming back several times as well. So we definitely are down with bringing you back.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. We will be. I'm down too. I appreciate it, man. I feel the love. I really do.
So,
I got this feeling the love on screen thing because I want to hug you. But you know,
me too.
Gotta get used to this thing. But I'm gonna get used to it if I got to. It's okay. If this is the way we got to do it, it's okay. I always wanted to fly in space anyway, so
there you go. Joe, where can people find your music at, Joe?
LateBloomerBand.com. All of the, the Spotifys, the Instagrams, the Facebooks. I have a personal page and a band page. You can also look up our manager, Patrick William Riley. Check him out. Whatever names you see attached to this band, just holler. There's a whole bunch of us, we gang related. It's a gang of us. So just holler at us, man. You'll see. If you want it, you'll get it. Like if you pursue it, like we're pursuing this, you'll find it.
That's right. And you got 9 members. I noticed that. Number 9. See what I'm saying?
We got 9 today. The CD has 14 people on it. CD,
wow. Okay.
This is the little unit for the basement.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we usually have percussions and other horn players, and it gets pretty big sometimes. Yeah,
I'm loving that. The
beautiful thing is, all those people we did the album in 2 days in the studio live with everybody there. We had 14 people show up at the same time.
Wow.
2 days straight.
Wow.
And they set up tents in the backyard, man. They come to get down, man. We old school. We sleep in cars. We don't care, man.
Hey, that's what's up. Kudos to your band. Kudos to what you're doing. I know you guys got gigs coming up and stuff, and I'm honored to be the first virtual platform here on Funk Music with Zack on IBM that you did. So I'm honored. I'm honored, bro. Truly blessed, man. So listen, I'm going to let you go. My best to all you guys out there. I'll be calling you during the week, Joe. We can chat it up. Again, Joe Keys and the Late Bloomer Band, Funk Music with Zack on IBM.TV. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Peace.
Peace.
I love happiness. Happiness is beautiful.
Well, I'm going to give them a clap because I know they don't get enough claps. They don't get to hear this anymore. So thank you, Joe. Thank you, the beautiful people. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you.
All right, brother.
Pretty beautiful yourself.
Well, thank you.
I'm glad you got that in because I was waiting for it. I knew. That's the Joe that I love. That's my man right there.
You need to do a song about beautiful, about peace.
Yeah.
Well, as long as it makes you look like it's making you look, just think that is what it's about.
Makes me feel younger.
See that smile? That means it was a beautiful song.
Look at Zack smiling. I haven't seen him smile like that in a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Yeah, we got everybody smiling over here just because everything's going on, and definitely that music was amazing. And like I said earlier, you bring a lot of message in your music as well. And I've always been a fan of message music, so definitely I appreciated those powerful messages that you were giving folks, and also the truth that you were talking about your own experience. So I definitely appreciate the fact that you are definitely glad to share those wisdoms that you have learned through your life. So definitely those are amazing. So I just wanted to commend you for the messages that you're giving to folks. It's a message, definitely, like you said, of peace, but it's also a message of hope and a message of a lot of other wisdom. So I want to thank you for being involved with us and things of that nature. By the way, we've got our brother Ankit joining us from India. So you've even had folks watching you from India as well. So Ankit has beamed in and he is watching you from India. And I know he was over there dancing as well.
Mark, we got a hard stop at 1:30 for Lynn, okay?
All right,
Joe, we get up with your brother.
Hello, India.
Hello, how are you?
I love your voice, Joe. Oh my gosh, I just love it. Oh my gosh. Oh wow, what a wonderful Sunday! I feel so energized. Working, I had to do a lot of work, and I just tuned you guys in and did all of my work and danced a little bit, enjoying the sunshine of music. You know, it just fills your soul. And I have this thing that I'm doing now, you know, funk is the music for the soul. You know, it really
like that.
Heal the hearts of everyone. And that's what we need to do, right? Yes.
Yeah, we definitely
it's always been about that. You know, any kind of music, we vibrate on different levels, but we all vibrate together on music as one. That's why when we dance, we stay in rhythm. But I'm going to let Lynn go ahead and do his thing because I saw he had a hard stop. And I'm sorry, Lynn.
Yeah, well, no, that's okay. That's okay. If I take 10 minutes, we're in trouble. So anyway, for those who've never seen me before, especially for the people who are here for funk today, great music, Zack. Love it, Mark. Keep it going. Our family owns my name is Lynn Shepard. Our family owns an online dollar store. The link is family.dollarstore.com, but don't even worry about that. Go to IBM TV, click on the big round button, and it'll take you right to the store. We deliver right to your home. Orders of $25 or more are free. We have lots of really quality products, a lot of new ones that are on there. Lots of food has come on. Which I know that's music to Mark's soul when the food comes on, especially if it's cookies. Anyway, so we have quality products. As I said, they're a lot less expensive than you're going to find in and when you go to buy at the over the counter store. We have CBD products, the patches, which I use often. I just I'm ready to order some more today, actually, because I ran out of the one with lidocaine. Although I do have actually one left here, which I like to use as my prop. And sometimes when I actually know that I'm going to have pain before something's going to start, I'll put it on as Kimberly suggests. If I know that I'm going to have a tough meeting, I may put it on my head just to be prepared for a tough meeting. Now, there's a product that Kimberly has up, or maybe that's Ankit, not sure which one, the Genesis Solutions Line Free Lift. Clearly, Kimberly's been using something similar to that for years, but for others who haven't, it's a product that basically we sell for $4.99. Amazon sells it for $67 plus shipping. So why would you go to Amazon to make a purchase for the identical product? Doesn't make any sense to me, and we deliver right to your home. Anyway, we have over 4,300 items. Mark, you got to keep working on it because we want you to do a whole show, one 24-hour period, so you can get through all 4,300 plus items. Besides, I like to have fun adding new items to keep you from getting to the end. But then Kimberly's favorite, we have Minion napkins. Oops, mine are upside down, but here they are for people. So just buy some, join the club because Kimberly started the club a while ago, and we all need to be a part of the Minion Napkin Club.
That's right.
But look, we have really important things like masks. I was watching something on CBS early morning show on Sundays, which I think is a great show. Some of the takes, especially the one on RBG after she passed on Friday, that was just a great show. But they talk about masks. Everybody has to wear a mask, and I think it was Lady Gaga did her whole interview with a mask on. And she's trying to promote using masks. Well, we have them. Oops. Except I have to locate it properly so it doesn't fog my glasses. Anyway, we have them, 50 of them, for $25. We also have a gift token program. And if you join as a customer, you're going to get immediately $5 worth of gift tokens. Oops, dropped my earpiece. And when you get your $5 worth of gift tokens, the masks are only going to cost you $20. And then if you join before now and the end of the month, you're going to get another $5 worth of gift tokens, which we'll send you. So the mask only cost you $15. 30 cents a mask. Anyway, so lots of great shopping. Oh, there it is for Mark. Cookies for Mark. Because we know Mark likes it. CBD sold here. Lots of good CBD products. Actually, that's in my order for today as well. 5 and 5. That's right. And by the way, the reason why we're here is that we're giving money to Money Masters PBS. We're giving part of our profit. The normal deal is 50% of our profit, but through the end of this month, we're giving 100% of our profit. So let's get shopping, guys. Let's help Money Masters PBS because we love the mission. And the mission is to reduce the gap between poverty and financial sustainability by providing financial education and financial fitness. And when you shop at the dollar store, you're saving money, which is financial fitness point number 1, but you're paying forward, which is financial fitness number 5. Now, if you think about the people in California or in Louisiana or down on the Florida coast who have all suffered because of either the fires or the hurricanes, find an organization that's helping those people and ship to them. And then you're basically doing item number 5 twice. But we missed 2, 3, and 4. So 2 is take the money you save, invest it, because it's also going to help you have the money to be able to pay for your regular bills and pay for your taxes. And with the money you have left over, just pay forward. So that's it.
Thank you,
I did it in 6 minutes.
You did a great job, and I appreciate that, by the way. Actually, we were talking about the CBD products on yesterday's show on one of the other shows because Tish Oakley, who does Plant a Seed, had some cannabis folks involved on her show as her guest. So we definitely mentioned the dollar store in that process and the fact that you had CBD oil. So we gave you a shout out on that. You will be shocked. I do not think that I got any cookies this time, Lynn. I did place my latest order. I know that I got some of those new food items that you have. So I did get some of those food items, including some pancakes. That's right. They got pancakes. So I'm looking forward to trying those pancakes and everything. So definitely had some food items, but I don't think there was any cookies this time around. So maybe the next order I'll get some cookies, but not this time.
So, Mark and Lynn and everyone, I want to share with you some little secrets that we have been sharing since the beginning of COVID with our great, wonderful doctors, Dr. Sagu and Tula and Arthur, who are also on this Friday to express the extreme importance right now and today of wearing the mask and wearing it properly. Now, scientifically, they have proven that by wearing the mask, social distancing, and sanitizing is preventing mass spread, which is what we want to do. And one of the things that they have recommended is do this. Also wear glasses, because we had a specialist on Friday explaining why you should wear glasses during this time. But put a little tape at the top. Mm-hmm. And I recommend using, the doctor's tape so you don't tear your skin. This is what they did to me when I was at the hospital that day. They put the mask on, and then the doctors put tape at the top to seal it just a little bit. And then if you put your glasses on, the breath isn't going into your glasses. One of the ways that they have determined that COVID is spreading is through the eyes. We have been reporting this on IBM TV since March because there were scientific paperwork behind it. But now everyone is talking about it. But we really emphasize this with an eye specialist on Friday. So, just make sure you wear your mask. Dr. Sagu told us a really sad story about a very healthy young person who tested positive with COVID. Just very, very healthy. There's no reason why he should not have, survived at 100%, but he didn't follow instructions. And now he is barely surviving. He has less than 20% chance to live because science has proven that the damage that COVID does to your organs can be worse than just the disease itself. And that they want people to heed the warning of following the doctor's instructions. Just because you feel better doesn't mean you're well. So all of this was shared with us on Medical Friday and Saturday. Dr. Sagu, who actually had COVID himself, came on Saturday for a special report. So just remember these masks, you can get them cost effectively, and they work.
Yeah, they do. They definitely work. It's important. People need to understand where we are because I never really believed in the season for things, but I know people tend to get sick in the wintertime, whatever. I don't know. But I don't believe in putting the season out there saying it's cold season, flu season, this and that. But it seems to coincide with how people tend to get sick. And I think that's our biggest worry right now is what are we going to do now that it's almost fall and wintertime? You know what I mean? And I think that, hey, I'd like to welcome my friend David Brooks, Dr. Brookenstein. I think that's very important. Dr. Brookenstein, by the way, is the man that does my website, my web design, takes care of all my PR work. I'm out of Philly. How you doing, David? What's going on up there?
I'm doing fine. Everything's fine up here in Philadelphia.
Yeah. How's your family in Jersey? I know you got sisters and brothers over there. How they doing?
They're doing fine.
Good, man. Nice to have you. Welcome, man. You know everybody. You know Kim and Kit, Mark, myself, man. Yes. We were just sitting here talking about masks, man. Are people masking up in Philly?
Some of them are. A lot of them aren't. They're not masking up. I see people walking out on the street. They don't have a mask on at all.
Yeah. I saw something you posted the other day. You was shopping and you were like, "Hey, what's going on? Why can't people just follow the rules?" You know what I mean?
Right. It makes no sense. All you gotta do is go to the dollar store, like Lynn was saying, buy your mask.
There you go.
I got mine from the dollar store.
There you go. See?
Put them on.
I know, right? So simple.
So simple. 30 cents a mask,
Right. And cost effective.
My face bill too.
Okay.
My face shield on too.
There you go. I
right.
don't have one of those, but I do have good glasses, and I'm going to get me a hair turban because one of my doctors, she was wearing one, and I asked her, "Are you wearing this now because of COVID?" And she said, "Absolutely. That hair can transmit COVID just as well as anything else in your body."
Okay.
So I'm thinking, but I don't go out much. I go to the grocery store.
Okay.
And the doctors. That's it. I live out in the country. There's no reason for me to really go anywhere as much as I miss people. We all do.
Right.
But I stay put and I'm waiting it out. I'm waiting the storm out like we do any other storm. And we got to be strong, folks. We got to, you know what, something I noticed about South Africa. Alexandra May at Musical Cafe, she shared with me the other day something very important. They had their government talked to them about the stages they were doing. Of course, we hear stages, but their government gave them a focus on the stage. And they said, when we read, we're going to go through each stage one at a time, and each one has a number. When we reach a certain number of infected patients, then we'll move to the next stage.
Right.
And when we reach a final number that they're dwindling it down, I think it was 1,000 through the whole country, and it maintains that for, I think, 3 or 4 weeks. I forget what, but close to that, right?
Right.
Then we'll reopen.
Right.
So now they have a counting tool, right?
Yep.
And countdown. So they have something to work forward to that's positive, right? Rather than 3 weeks, folks. 3 weeks, we got this under control. 6 months, we'll have a vaccine. They're not. Their government didn't tell them any of those promises. What they said is if you work with us and you help us control the fires.
Right.
If you watch 93 Days, when Nigeria got hit with Ebola really bad, and they self-contained that like that.
Yeah.
And Ebola has a 90% death rate, and they only had 2 people die.
Wow.
Okay. But they controlled it just like that with no nonsense, right?
That's right.
Because like the doctors even say today, Dr. Tulu said, Dr. Sagu was saying, your odds are you could die if you get this.
Right.
Why not wear a mask and try to not die? But, like the doctors tell me when they diagnosed me back in 97, they said, in 10 years, you're going to be dead. And I go, what? And, it's a spinal disease. There's not anything I can do about it. But by working with them, doing the things they tell me to do, not arguing with them, years later, 20 years later. And so, I think we need to listen to the doctors.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Science is important.
Right, doctor?
Dr.
Brookenstein in the house. We definitely have to listen to the doctors and things of that nature. Speaking of Dr. Brookenstein, since he's into PR and marketing and all of that, and we'll get into some of the other conversations as well, but we definitely have to think about the great things that we've been doing here on IBM TV as well. We just had a major concert here given to us by Joe Keys and the Late Rumor Band. I also remember when Zack brought us Pasta Funk, and we've had a gentleman that was in from Nepal who was definitely involved in that kind of culture and everything that Tish had, and we've had the folks from StreamYard. So we're going to have to put out some sort of public relations that talks about all of the amazing guests we've had, because I've also been impressed by the folks that Alexandria has had and some of their accolades as well. So we need to let folks know that those other players in the game, in the media, they're doing all right, but IBM TV is also stepping up to the plate and doing a great job as well. So I don't know what we're doing in terms of our press releases, but maybe we need to get with Dr. Brookenstein and see if we can't get a press release out so they can see all of these great things that we've got going on, including the celebration for International Day of Peace on tomorrow. So definitely we're doing some amazing things, and I just want to give accolades to us for that, and to two members of our leadership Ankit and Kim that are here as well. So I just want to thank you.
Absolutely. Couldn't do it without you. And Mark, don't sell yourself short because you also have some great shows and great input.
Heck yeah.
And things of that nature, bringing things to the show. So, you're a great producer back there, learning the ropes and doing what you do. And Kit and Kim, obviously, being on the higher end of it. We appreciate everything you guys do, as well as Nick and everyone else that makes it happen. I can't do that too hard on this shoulder. Not yet. Not yet. Soon.
I'm doing it for you.
Soon.
I'm doing it for you.
But I want to tell you, David Brooks, right? This man, he space travels time. I don't even know how he does it because he did our first show. He did our very first review. We were on a show with Joe Keys, but his band was called the Clones of Funk. And it was the Nappy Head Funk Army, the Clones of Funk, and Funkin'. And we played for George Clinton's birthday party. All right. So it was a big deal. Right. But he did our very first review, and he has been with Nappy Head Funk Army ever since 1998. So he is more than a member. He is my brother. And he also travels around the United States doing reviews on every funk band that has ever been, from Rick James to P-Funk to Dumpster Funk to Bootsy, you name it, he has reviewed them. So if you go to his page, you'll see all kinds of stuff. And that's just for my new funk brothers and sisters.
I have some question for Dr. Brook. Dr. Brook, do you have any website where all the funksters are there on the website, or do you manage something on website with reviews and other stuff?
I have a website called brookenstein.com. I haven't updated in the last 10 years or so. I've been kind of out of the game, but still do some reviews. But I put a lot of the stuff on Facebook now.
Oh, yeah.
How about funknews.com?
Huh?
How about funknews.com?
How fat?
Funknews.com.
Funknews.com.
Funknews.com. He said, start a new thing.
Yeah. I might do that.
And I think also a lot of functions. I think you should start a funk awards as well, where you can appreciate people and giving the awards and stuff like that, because that gives the kind of an event. We can do it on IBM TV, and that gives a lot of weightage to all the musicians around the world who are funksters, and it's kind of a community building for everyone.
Oh, okay.
I'll send him your email, Ankit, and then y'all can talk. I'll make sure he gets it, because I know you're always thinking about the future. So listen, what's happening tomorrow? World Peace Day. Fill me in. What am I supposed to do at 6:30?
Tomorrow you have to log in at 6:30, and then some peace songs. That's it.
Okay, but you got the link. You sent me the link.
Yeah, I'll do the link. Yeah.
Thank you. That's all I need to know.
And actually, I'm going to play. And you just sent me some information, so I'm going to play a clip of what Peace Day is all about and what we've got going on. So you're going to play that right now. So hopefully folks will get ready to see that, and they will enjoy what's going on.
Mark, can you expand it?
Oh, yeah.
World peace is the world free from hunger and the basic human wants.
Peace is the highest goal of our species, so that we can live together in enduring, loving relationships without war and violence and the exercise of unrighteous dominion over others.
IBM TV, thank you for celebrating the International Day of Peace. Peace means serenity to me. When I love myself more, I can love others better. Today, it's about co-parenting. Have a great day.
Peace for us begins with a smile. Peace is its own reward.
Peace is
the ability to see the positive side of every experience and realize that no matter what happens, it helps you grow to become the best version of you.
Yeah, peace is compassion, empathy, understanding for your fellow person.
And acceptance, and just letting people be people.
Yeah, do no harm, best you can.
Yeah.
I'm so glad to address peace. The definition of peace, wow, it can be a whole lot of things. For me, when I boil it down, I think peace is balance.
Peace is the concept of societal friendship and harmony in the absence of hostility and violence.
Peace is love.
Let us together pray for a world filled with love, peace, and tolerance.
Loka samastha sukhino bhavantu.
It's ever more important during this time of collective stress and uncertainty that I find some activity to incorporate in my day that brings me peace and joy and serenity.
Peace is all about being lovable and creating blissful, joyful, and healthy world.
Peace is possible.
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् शान्ति शान्ति. May everyone being at peace, may no one suffer from illness, may all see what is auspicious, may no one suffer. Happy Liberty Day. Zack from IBM.
When we love and respect one another, peace happens.
Hello, I'm Kimberly Calhoun, the Senior Executive Producer and co-founder of IBM.TV. Share with us what peace means for you, because it means something different for everyone. And ask yourself, what are you willing to do for peace?
For me, this is a day of reflection, outreach, and mutual support as we think of and act in ways that we can build a better tomorrow.
I just wanted to say that I am a big proponent of world peace, and I think that we need more of that in society.
Peace is a world where everyone loves each other for who they are and what they can do.
Peace is being kind between people, and there is no war in the world.
Hi, I'm Nick Palavita, one of the founders of International Broadcast Media, IBM TV. We are going to be filming and airing International Day of Peace, and all of our programming is scheduled and will revolve around the International Day of Peace. So please join me and our family at IBM TV for International Day of Peace on IBM TV.
All right. I have a question though. How did Nick get those two things on his video?
So it's some kind of an ad we are doing on YouTube basically. So when someone will watch a video, they will get some suggestions to watch more videos on IBM TV.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to figure that out myself as well. But Zack, I got to let you know something. I was a little bit jealous of the war we were having because we have two Zacks. We got the Talking Upstream guys. So I was glad to know that we now have two marks too, because we got a financial mark. So we've got two marks now too. So I'm feeling like it's an even trade now.
There you go. It's all good with me.
I just wanted to add one more thing. I mean, these are some of the videos. We have a lot of more videos which will be playing tomorrow. So these are some of the clips which we have to send it to a lot of people just to make sure that we are doing something, and it's more for promotion purposes. So maybe all the other videos will find it tomorrow on the show.
Cool. That's what's up.
Let me add this. God is peace.
Right. Yeah, we need.
I think you should invite Brookston as well to join us tomorrow.
Yes. Okay.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to be doing, and I might be over speaking here because I know that we've had a group of people and that's all they've done. Ankit and team has worked on the schedule for the day, but there's going to be some open mic time where people can come in and just, for a brief moment, share who they are and what world peace means to them, because I think that's very important to have this opportunity for people that have been guests on our show or who are producers but are very busy, have a chance to dial in real time, give a shout out. So I think it's just very important to do this. let's see. Here is there's a lot of things going on though.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna touch base with some people tonight
because we've also got that thing with the relief for the wildfires as well, because that'll be next weekend if I remember correctly, right, Ankit?
Yeah. So what time is that show tomorrow about peace? What time is that?
It's all day.
It's all day, but the open mic kind of stuff that they're talking about is like from 9 to 11 and from 4 to 7. So those are the two open mic kind of segments.
Nations established the international.
Yeah. David, while they're getting that lined up and everything, how are folks reacting to RBG? Because I was actually a big fan of RBG, the Supreme Court judge that just recently passed away. But I was wondering, how is it being reacted to up there in the Northeast where you are? And I know a lot of folks are trying to figure out what's going to happen in terms of whether we'll get a Supreme Court justice placed before the elections or after the elections. But what are folks' thoughts there in the Philadelphia area?
I haven't heard anything about that yet. I mean, I heard that she passed away, but I haven't heard anybody speak anything about her. It just happened. So, yeah.
I know she was an amazing lady. Go ahead, Kim. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead, Zach.
I was just going to say, I actually went back and looked at her history and all the things that she done, the list of things and opportunities she opened up for everyone on this planet. Truly a global healing spirit in her position. And my heart is heavy for her and her family, but I know she deserved her wings. They were well earned. And to see that woman so tiny in stature, it brought tears to my eyes when she did her last couple of interviews, and you could see she wasn't feeling well, but she was still serving her country. And it didn't matter, Republican, Democrat, politics, stayed out of it. The woman was serving her country, doing what she was supposed to do. And I felt in some kind of way when she left. That's what I'm going to say. Mm-hmm. I felt that.
Amen. She was a pioneer, and not just for women because of what she was doing in the Supreme Court justice, but she was a pioneer for humanity laws. She stood her ground on the rights for humanity, equal rights, not just what they have always ruled on. But she, if you go look at Roe versus Wade, gender equality, gender choice equality, the right to marry same sex, she stood behind all of these things. And what is scary, we reported on it like instantly. We received news about it Friday night, and we did a news report on it immediately, a special on it. Our correspondent did, and his report couldn't be just more beautiful about what she did, but also a wake-up call of what could happen by her replacement. And what I like about Bill is he explains what can happen to us as a community when things like this happen, because we need to be aware.
Yeah.
They apparently can reverse a lot of her decisions. So whoever is nominated to take her place, as I said this weekend, fill her heels, not her shoes, can take and pretty much destroy everything that she has established for human rights. And that's disturbing to me. It's hard. One, it was heartbreaking to lose her.
Yeah.
Okay. Just knowing that she was there. I hate that I never got the opportunity to meet her, but always knowing that she was there, making things right. I guess I felt like I took advantage of her now, because she did,
Yeah.
She was that voice that said no.
Yeah, she was balanced.
This is what we're going to do, and you're right. She earned those wings. She deserves to fly free, but we need to uphold what she has done for humanity.
Yeah. I think the universe is showing us, between her and John Lewis, the elders that were dealing with the political mess that's up there. Some of them still were able to shine through, despite party differences and all that other stuff. And with them leaving, the way that they left, it's almost like they said, okay, we left you the blueprint to fix this. You just got to work together, because her and John Lewis, those two passings this year, they will be felt years from now so significantly. People, like you said, Kim, we took advantage of it. We didn't take it. We took it granted for rather. Like, oh, they're just going to be there forever, you know? And it's really profound what you just said about her, because, you know, we always knew she was there, the one that making things work, but never got a chance to say, hey, you know, yes, exactly.
You know,
that's why I felt some kind of way. Yeah.
You know, it's amazing. Y'all are so right about that, because a lot of times we think that these people are going to be around forever, but then when they leave a big hold in our hearts and everything of that nature. I know that it was just a couple of years ago that one of my mentors and somebody that I admire a lot, Baba Chuck Davis, passed away, and he was another peace activist and somebody like that. But it was after he passed that a lot of folks were reflecting on his life. And by the way, you'll be glad to know that one of his things that he always would say at the end of a show was about peace and harmony for everybody. So that was kind of like his mantra. So that's how he would always end his dance performances. So he was always about peace, harmony, and respect for everybody. So that was kind of his mantra. So that's definitely something that I've tried to live by as well. And by the way, if you haven't seen RBG, which is the documentary about Ruth Bader Ginsburg, I would definitely recommend that many folks go see that documentary. It was a very powerful documentary, and it definitely covered her life and talked about some of the things that Kim was talking about those things and changes that she made throughout her life, not just in the Supreme Court, but throughout her life. But we've also got another show, and actually Kim mentioned it earlier, and I know that it'll be this evening, but I did want folks to see the banner about American politics, which is going on. So I know Bill does that show. And then, of course, we've also got Talking Upstream. So I was getting ready to play both of those banners. Kim, do you know who we've got as a guest? Because I was just amazed by that very powerful.
Yeah, I do. And Bill doesn't like it when I spill the beans. So I'm not going to, but he's one of my favorite people. I know him personally, and he is fabtabulous. And I always pick on him and go, I wish he would run for president. But he is amazing. I guarantee I haven't seen what's in the can. Bill is very secretive when he does these interviews. And but what I can say is, having the two of them chat, I cannot wait to watch it, because I know them both, and I am so excited. So, yes. Oh, and he will be, the guest, as well as Bill, will be on tomorrow sometime as well. So,
okay, cool. So they'll be on that
his
intro. So we're going to go play that one right now and everything. And then, like I said, we'll also play that thing about Talking Upstream that involves the other Zack, which is also later on this afternoon as well. So right now, let's check out American politics. Yep, that was another great show, and I can't wait to see what he's got on tap for us this evening. So, Zack, you keep hearing me talk about the other Zack, so we'll give them a little promotion as well. So here's what Talking Upstream is all about. Yeah, I gotta get Zack to watch the other guys too, the other Zack, because they do this great show, and me and Kim will sometimes jump in and conversate about it because we'll just be texting. Because what it basically is that they are creating various programs and they're whiteboarding them. So literally, you will sit there and watch them go through the process of creating anything from a drama to a TV series to a comic book to a puppet show or a number of other things. So they will come up with that idea, and then you get to like give them feedback back and forth as to the ideas as they go through the whole concept. And the idea is that eventually they will pitch it to some major folks. Of course, we would love them to bring it here, but then they might also take it to like some of the big movie studios or things of that nature. But they definitely do an amazing job, and I always have a good time commenting. I know Kim does as well. We're going to have to get Zack to start commenting to Zack so that he can also make some comments about some ideas that he wants.
I wanted to ask Dr. Bruckenstein something, though, but his mic is on mute. Oh, it's back. Okay, yeah. I wanted to ask you, what are people as far as like opening up? Because, you know, we're doing a lot of virtual stuff on IBM.TV. Everybody's doing virtual stuff now. But what are people doing up there as far as like opening up? Because our restaurants or, you know, bars or clubs or jobs and things like that open, or is it still 50-50?
It's pretty much like, you know, we have outdoor dining. It's open to, I think it's open up to like 50% capacity. They're supposed to have indoor dining over in Jersey, which at 25% capacity. A lot of the schools are still doing virtual learning. A few have opened up for like, you know, in-class learning. And I think they're actually trying to make sure everybody's like, you know, socially distanced in the schools. As far as my job, we're still virtual. We're still working from home.
Yeah, because the reason I asked is because World Peace Day, I know it's always a gathering in parks. It's always a gathering somewhere here, there. People gather. And with tomorrow being World Peace Day, I was just curious as to how the bigger cities were going to handle it. I know we had something down here the other day, Mark told me. I didn't know. It was like a mini festival. And people opened up and whatever it was. So I was just curious how that was working because tomorrow is like a global universal day. So I'm kind of looking forward to it. I'm kind of pumped for it. Thank you, Ankit. I'll make sure I'm there on time.
Yeah.
6 o'clock in the morning, Zach. 6 o'clock in the morning. You know what? Would you do me a favor and play our report? There's 2 videos I posted, but you can play the piece video later. But the report on Ruth that we did, the Supreme Court Justice Ruth, if you could play that, I would appreciate it.
Yeah, that's amazing.
We worked until midnight Friday night preparing this.
Wow. Kudos. Thank you.
We're so proud of the team. We really pulled together.
Kudos.
So, yeah.
Okay, I see what you did. You gave me the link to that, and I will definitely put that on, and we'll make that happen real quickly. But just to explain that while I'm doing this and everything, it was actually what Zack is referring to was this thing that they're going to try to do every weekend here, and it seems that it's going to be a few of the restaurants will be opening up. And they'll be opening up some outside and inside and trying to bring people to the downtown area because downtown Durham has been suffering because of COVID like a lot of other downtowns. So they're going to try to do it, but it is limited seating, limited audiences, limited things along those lines because actually the big event that usually would be going on and that I would be emceeing at even on this particular weekend would be Centerfest. But they did a virtual version of that, which I had the pleasure of giving them some historical context, like a 5-minute historical context about some of the things that went in the creation of that festival, which is celebrating less than 50 years, but very close to 50 years coming up on that holiday. So definitely that was a great honor that they gave me in order to have that audio segment and everything. But that's what they're going to try to do, I think, till the week before Christmas. So definitely we're going to have folks trying to do more and more things along that line. So I do see the video. It has finally come up on the computer. It took a minute for that to happen, but I'm going to put that on rewind and start from the beginning. But definitely, like I said, Bill does an amazing job, and I appreciate Bill for all that he does in his work and everything. So Bill is a definitely great other member of our team. So definitely glad to see Bill involved and all of that. So right now we're getting ready to bring up that video and see about bringing up this powerful conversation that Bill had about somebody that I think of as a friend of his, because I think that he actually personally knew Miss Ruth Bader Ginsburg and all of that. So definitely it seems to me that they had some history together in terms of having worked together or knowing each other. So about to share that right now, and I hope folks will enjoy this very powerful announcement that Bill Tresvant gave and the great honor that he did.
IBM-TV, International Broadcast Media. This is a special report from Washington. Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg died Friday, September 18, 2020, of complications from metastatic pancreatic cancer, the Supreme Court announced. She was 87 when she passed at her home in Washington, D.C. Chief Justice John Roberts announced, quote, "Our nation has lost a jurist of historic stature. We at the Supreme Court have lost a cherished colleague. Today we mourn, but with confidence that future generations will remember Ruth Bader Ginsburg as we knew her, a tireless and resolute champion of justice," end quote. Justice Ginsburg's death and the vacancy now created on the Supreme Court was long feared by the center-left of the American body politic and silently hoped for and cherished by the right-wing conservatives in the Republican Party, since her death would create the opportunity for conservatives to appoint one of their own to the court, changing its makeup for the next 50 years. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, who blocked consideration of former President Barack Obama's Supreme Court pick for over an entire year, has openly invited and planned for this day, mocking Democrats that when a vacancy arrived, he would push through a nominee with utmost dispatch and speed. As a result, Justice Ginsburg's death, just 45 days before the election, will ratchet up the tenor and tone of this election season to a decibel level we have never seen before, save for the possibility of the debates leading to the American Civil War. At stake are all the election lawsuits from around the nation dealing with this election on the federal, state, county, and municipal levels across the country. More importantly, though, are the major cultural issues currently protected by prior Supreme Court rulings, including Roe versus Wade, same-sex marriage, LGBT rights, the First Amendment freedom of speech and assembly, Second Amendment and gun rights, the Fourth Amendment search and seizure and expansion of police enforcement powers, qualified immunity, and the 14th Amendment protecting civil rights, affirmative action in post-secondary educational institutions, and even the Affordable Care Act, commonly known as Obamacare. The heated battle will be over whether Trump should nominate and the Republican-led Senate should confirm her replacement, or if the seat should remain vacant until the outcome of this presidential race. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell immediately announced that the Senate will vote on Trump's nominee. A Trump spokesperson announced that Trump will announce his appointment next week. However, for now, we here at IBM TV mourn the passing of an American jurist, a public servant, a champion for the protection of the least amongst us, and a woman who pursued what was right as she saw it. It is fitting that Justice Ginsburg's passing occurred on Rosh Hashanah, a day dedicated to reflecting on the eve of a new year and a new beginning. Let us all celebrate our faiths. I'm Bill Tresvant. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
There you have it. Really
that was deep.
He put dead on. Like I said, the minute he got a phone call, we worked on it that night, and he pulled it together, I thought, very eloquently. And as a team, it was beautiful. Could not have said anything better. He wanted me to go on. I go, no, you know what? I'll wake up the next morning, I'll play it, and I'll share my thoughts, because it was just too deep to lose that big in our lives, was just too much for me to wrap my head around. And, so but yeah, that's a lot to take in what can happen, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, in the blink of an eye.
By the losing of somebody like that who has established so much greatness and policies. This is, remember, Zach, what I talked about?
Yeah.
Policies are very, very important for us. It's not just about our voices. It's the policies that enforce what we want.
Mm-hmm.
And when we lose a voice like hers, we lose all the policies we needed. I didn't realize that her work could be retracted. I didn't know this.
Which is crazy.
I thought I knew history and law. Whoa.
Yeah, that's insane. That things like Roe versus Wade and all this other stuff that she fought so hard for, seatbelts and everything else. You know what I'm saying? It was like the little things. When I read the list, I couldn't believe. I was like, where did she have time to raise her family and be this thing and then be a judge? I thought to myself, I need to get up and start working even harder, because this woman, she maybe only slept 2 hours a day. How did she pull that off? That's incredible.
Wow. Thank you. You too, Zach. I know you don't sleep much.
Nah, I don't need no sleep.
That's the point is that I think she decided what priorities she wanted to focus on, and maybe these things happen. I need to read her book, but maybe these things happen in her second stage of life. We have more than one stage, right? A lot of people say I'm in my next chapter. Well, I'm actually in my second book. I closed a book a few years ago and decided I needed a new book, not even a new chapter. So I think sometimes we do that, right? And I think that you learn so much when you get to a certain point in life. You go, you know what? Why not? The experience you have, the energy that's still left in you. Why not do these things? And I am just, Doctor, what do you think about all of this?
I really didn't. I didn't know she did all those things. As far as like the Roe versus Wade and and the Fourth Amendment and the 14th Amendment is like news to me. I had no idea she did all that stuff. Wow. And I'm hoping whoever comes as a replacement does not, retract what she's already done. I'm hoping it doesn't happen.
Yeah. Oh my God. They're trying to rush that, and it shouldn't be rushed, because in 2016, the same thing kind of happened, and everybody kind of took their time with it. So now, obviously, we know the elephant in the room, why they're trying to rush that through. But we really, as Americans, need to come together, because this woman didn't stand for party. She stood for country, She stood for country. And that's what we got to do. We got to stand for country, because we're the only country we got. We can't go nowhere else. So if we don't take care of ourselves as a country and heal, I think if people really look at her and what she stood for, and the fact that she died on Rosh Hashanah, which in New York, where I'm from, is a huge day for Jewish people, that kind of sent a signal to everybody. It should tell people Mother Earth is watching and still listening, despite COVID. She's still sending us signals. She's still sending us hope and praise. When things happen, she's still letting us know, listen, this bright beacon is gone. So why don't y'all just tone it down a bit? You know what I'm saying? Because really where we are, we got to just at least try to tone it down a bit just to go forward. Otherwise, how are we even going to move forward and fix this country? We got to say, hey, let's look at what this woman did and let her be an example. To me, she should have a statue somewhere out there in D.C., wherever they put statues at. This woman deserves one. She's earned it. She needs one. And God bless her. God bless her.
God bless her. We've got an angel watching over us. If we believe that souls don't leave us, I do. I believe that they're still here.
Oh yeah.
And I think that she will be a spirit warrior that we will see. And what we need to do, though, this is what we need to do, is we need to not let her voice and the other voices of leaders who have died that were standing for our rights, we need to let those voices stand strong. We need to go in and go, no, you're not changing this.
Yeah.
This is for humans. This is for us, and this is when we need to uprise.
Yeah.
Because again, this is what I tried to share in the beginning of this roundtable when we started this, is that our voices are good. They're only heard so far. It's the policies. It's the policies. We have to work together to make the policies go in place, because your voice can only go so far. The pen can do a lot, but until we make them put the policies in place to enforce these things, and don't let them just write a bill and go, okay, here's a bill. Look at it, make sure it's enforceable, because I've seen that happen all too often, where they're just going to appease you just to get you to go away. And they'll go, well, here, we wrote a bill, but there was absolutely no enforcement in that bill. Absolutely none. And I'm like, what good is the bill if you can't enforce it? So, we have to stand together. We don't let them pull the wool over our eye. And that's what she was good at.
Yeah.
Right.
Good at preventing that from happening. And I agree with you. I hope they don't rush and just put somebody in there.
Yeah. Platforms like IBM.TV, we're free speech, free thinking platform. So shows like this will go a long way into helping her vision still stay alive. We can always mention it. We're not on any time constrictions or things like that. So, like you said, Kim, her vision and putting those policies in place, we need to learn how to do that, because I think a lot of people simply just don't know how to do it. So they want to do it. They want to participate, but they don't know, like you said, the proper steps, what to write, who to talk to, yada, yada, yada. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we got to find a representative that stands for the same voice. All right. Somebody who's already in office. And then we put together a pack, which I don't like to do all of this. I'd rather just go in and go, okay, guys, this is what we need. This is how it's done. But unfortunately, you have to have all of these procedures, and then you got to have somebody who's going to speak on your behalf. Bill probably knows this procedure more than I do. I've done it a few times on standing on the rights for Bitcoin, not making policies that are going against the entrepreneurs of our country. I've gone and done a few of these things, but I was at the top of the bottom of the barrel speaking, right? So I was talking to the people who were supposed to go to the legal and go to Washington, D.C. and make those things happen. I've never walked into Washington, D.C. myself, but we can do it. We just have to unite, get the same voices together, maybe do it here. Maybe do it like Talking Upstream does. Whiteboard it, right? Whiteboard it here and go, how do we continue? But also not just policies for U.S., policies worldwide. Why not make policies that worldwide they put the footprint in place like we did at NIST, right? We did a lot of things for the world at NIST. What?
Yeah, Anki's got a point that he wanted to make, and I want to hear that and everything. But we're even coming back to that whiteboarding, one of the things that organizations have to do, and that's even like grassroots organizations. It's something that I've talked to Zack about and everything, is that they sometimes do a good job of whiteboarding strategies and whiteboarding ideas, but they leave out one of the most important things that they need to whiteboard as well, which is actually letting folks know what they're doing, because it can do all the greatest motivation and all the greatest mobilization in the world. But if folks like Zack and myself and others that are more on the not tied into those communities don't know what's going on, by the time we find out, it's after the fact. So they've got to do, when they do the whiteboarding, even some of our grassroots organizers and friends, and I'm friends with many grassroots organizers here in North Carolina, I would urge them to add the community to part of that whiteboarding. And I'm sure the same goes on where Dr. Brookenstein is in Philadelphia. So a lot of times they need to reach out to the community that they're trying to talk to and everything. So that's my thought on that. And then I'd love to hear from Ankit as well.
What I think is that, when Kim said we need to add a lot of policies and stuff like that, definitely we should do that. But we need one more policy, which is very important throughout the world, and that is the accountability of all the policies. Because our leaders are making policies, but we are not sure how easy or how effectively we are executing those policies, and who is accountable for those policies. So if we start doing that, we would be able to make sure that all the policies which is defined, people are working on that, and there are some results on that. Because every year, every time, every day, there are new policies around the world. But after some point of time, we just forgot to follow what's happening with those policies. So that's what I wanted to add up.
Yep, definitely got to do that. Add that global.
Oh, go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, what you're saying, Ankit's right. We've got to add that global conversation because, a lot of the issues that we are concerned about, even locally, are globally impacted issues. I think of things like climate change, which impacts all of us here in the globe, and a number of other issues that are impacting not just us here in North Carolina or in the United States, but they impact folks in India. They impact folks in Africa. They impact folks throughout the various countries and continents of the world. So we definitely have to do a job of making a lot of the conversations more global. One of the things that I admire about a lot of our leaders, including some that didn't get the respect that I thought that they deserved, is that they thought globally. I'm a big fan, and I've talked to Zack about this. I'm a fan of both Malcolm X and the Black Panthers, but folks think of them as an African-American organization and only that. But a lot of their conversations and a lot of their missions were on a global level. They were talking to global leaders also. So that's what we need more of in this day and time in the 21st century. It seems to me, and I'm going to get ready to wrap everything up and everything, but, we look back in history and we look at folks like, I would argue, Woodrow Wilson, Roosevelt, even leaders in the Western movement like Annie Oakley and folks of that nature. A lot of these folks were definitely involved on a global level. They weren't just keeping it in their national perspective. So we need to go back in that sense and think globally. We need to think about the world in a global sense. Let's think about P.T. Barnum. He's one of the greatest circus people in the world, but he did not just stop here in the U.S. He took that globally with that message that he was sharing of that fun and everything. And the same with Walt Disney. So we need to think in a global context.
But I never went to India. We have to have a talk with him about that.
That is true. But what I was going to say too, this year, next year, we got a lot of young people that are 17, can't vote, but they're going to be turning 18, 19, 20, 21. And my thing is, how do we engage young people into not the main struggle, but what we're talking about here on this roundtable about changing policies? Because young people are so digitally connected. But how do we actively get them their interests, I guess, like my daughters, go ahead, Kim.
I got an idea. Beautiful what you're mentioning. Let them start a roundtable.
Yeah.
And actually, we can help them, right? We can get the roundtable started, let them come in, and then eventually just let them run it.
We need that. We need that. We need that because young voices have so many great ideas. They're right there on the cusp. They see us as grown-ups making all these mistakes. They're trying not to make them, and their hands are tied because they have no political power, but they have a powerful voice. If young people stop buying products in this country, we go bankrupt because they buy all the music, they buy all the clothes, they buy all the sneakers, they buy all the fashions. I haven't bought any sneakers in like 10 years.
No, they buy all that stuff, and I've been amazed at the things that they buy because I was telling Zack in the conversation we had, was talking to a young lady who works at one of our nearby local restaurants, but she's all into K-pop. And when she told me how much money she was spending on K-pop records, I'm sitting there going like, and she was saying, she was teasing me. She was like, my dad and my parents would probably have a fit if they knew how much money I was dropping just on these K-pop albums and things of that nature. So I agree with you that they can definitely have a powerful voice and continue to have a powerful voice. And we've actually had them on the show before because I know that our friend Tish had the millennials episode where she had many of the millennials come on, and she's been in conversation with Ankit and others. So maybe we'll just expand that show so it's not just the millennials that are in their early 20s, but some of those that are in the age range that you're talking about as well. So I know that that's on the plate of some things that we're talking about in terms of some possible show programming here on IBM.TV.
And I'm going to start looking for younger musicians. Crystal, that's right. I'm going to start looking for younger musicians to bring on as well, because I want to, even though there's a lot of young people in these bands, but I really want to start getting their opinions about things because their opinions matter. You know what I mean? And because they can't really say it like you and I say it because we're all older, they have a lot to say. They're just waiting their turn. And I don't want them to wait their turn, finally get their turn at bat, and then there's no game. We got to save that for them. Everything we got to do now, we have to save it for our children. I implore people that's watching this show, please tune in to IBM.TV because we got to pop it. But we have to save this planet for our kids.
Mark, can you play the last video I just put in? That's
what I'm doing right now. Just getting in the process of putting that in, getting ready to share that with everybody.
Zack, let's get the youth on and start it. I'm
going to make it happen. It happen.
Crystals are all about deflecting evil, right? That's what crystals are all about, is to confuse the evil spirits. Mm-hmm. And this just landed on my windowsill the other day. I have no idea where it came from.
It came from a hybrid. You know where it came from. You know where it came from.
Okay, there it is. That's right.
All right, let's check this out.
In 1981, the United Nations established the International Day of Peace on September 21st. A day for us all to pause our busy lives, take a breath, look at our neighbors, and to be at peace. A day to celebrate our differences, to hug our neighbors. A day to celebrate humanity on this vast planet. In 2020, we need this moment more than ever. A moment of respite from the fighting, conflicts, and chaos we're all going through. Join us live on IBM TV on September 21st from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Time to take a moment to celebrate our differences and join together in our virtual community for the International Day of Peace.
There you go.
Yep.
That's what's up.
So definitely, that's going to be a great event. I know I'm looking forward to it. We've already got some folks lined up that should be some amazing folks, including some folks that have been on past shows of ours. So I know that Brian Shulman has told me that he's interested in coming in, our LinkedIn influencer that popped in on one of my early shows. So he's told me that he's interested in appearing, as well as Vanessa. Trying to remember her last name, but she's the e-commerce lady, but she said that she's going to pop in as well. And Kim, you'll be glad to know we may have a lieutenant. I'm still trying to get Reverend Barber, but we may have one of his lieutenants, Stella Adams, coming in. So she's definitely involved in civil rights, and she wrote me back saying, this is an important event. This is a event that needs to be heard around the world. So she wrote me yesterday and was very excited about appearing at some point tomorrow, I think around the 5 o'clock hour. So she's very excited about joining. And I think of her as being one of Reverend Barbara's lieutenants in terms of the Poor People's March and everything. So she's been involved for a number of years, and I'm glad that she's going to join us here on this event. And I'm still hoping that I'm going to get Reverend Barbara. I'm sending a couple of notes and everything out to him. So we'll see if I can pull off a miracle. So I'm still trying to play it by ear and see if I can get some people to whisper in his ears.
I got one question. What am I supposed to do tomorrow again?
6 o'clock, 6 a.m.
I know my time, 6:30, but at night. But what do you want me to do?
So just join us and we'll talk about peace and what peace means to you, and just play some music and that's it. I won't be around because it will. I'll try to be there on the show, but we'll be starting early morning. So let's see how, because we all are very excited and there are a lot of things to be done, a lot of logistical, roster things, scheduling people and all those stuff. So let's see.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I was just messing with you. I know folks are going to be excited and interested in all of that.
Don't worry, Win will be there. Win's going to make sure Kid's not there. Win will be there. So don't worry, guys. I'm not in control.
Wasn't it Win's birthday? His birthday was this week, right? It was Win's birthday.
Yesterday.
Yeah. I sent him a happy birthday. I hope he got it. Yeah.
I sent him a birthday wish as well.
Happy birthday, Win.
Happy birthday, Win.
Happy birthday, Win. Hey, happy birthday. So,
happy birthday to you.
Kim, just real quickly, since we are doing this partnership with others as well, can you share with the folks? I know we've done it several times, but it hasn't been on the roundtable, and folks are watching, and maybe they're just now getting it. But can you tell folks who some of those major players that will be on this show are? I know I remember names like Ringo Starr, and there were a couple of other ones that'll be what they'll see on our network as well. So can you share with them some of those major players?
So we're partnered with Good News Network, and they apparently are airing some of the famous celebrities that you've heard mentioned, which is Ringo Starr, Michael Douglas, Leonardo DiCaprio, Stevie Wonder. There's a long list of them. There's someone who's like the Dalai Lama. There's just many, many famous people who are going to be aired through us. And then there's going to be some live visitations that are actually going to join us during the open mic. I'm not quite sure who they are. They're not all confirmed.
But yeah, it should be a great conversation. I know folks will definitely be looking forward to that and everything along those lines. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but it's a Sunday afternoon, which means that it's time for me to go watch some football. Of course, I will catch Alexandria and the Talking Upstream guys while I'm checking on the football games also. So I think that it's about time for us to bring up one of our favorite people, which is Angus' daughter, or as we like to call her, the ambassador, so that we can get ready to get on out of here with the wings and all of that as well. So definitely, I know that I am a big fan of hers, and she does a great job being our ambassador. So just let her know that she is greatly appreciated by the folks that are doing shows here on a regular basis. So here we go. Let's see Angus' daughter tell us what we should be doing health-wise.
कोरोना वायरस से कैसे बचेंगे? ओके, हैंड होकर और ऐसे अपने खांसी जब आएगी तो ऐसे करेंगे अच्छू अच्छू और कोरोना वायरस को धन्यवाद हमारा म्यूजिक सुनने का.
Great job. And now we're just going to get on out of here with this airplane. And we hope that folks will stick around on IBM.TV because we've got some more great programming coming your way. Of course, like I said, at the 3 o'clock hour, we've got Alexandria May and that music cafe of hers. And then we've got Talking Upstream. And then at the 7 o'clock hour, we've got American Politics. So like I said, some great programming that will be here. So definitely looking forward to that. I'll be back here on the Peace Day on tomorrow, but then I'll also be doing the radio show with Mark Lee, and that will feature, we're hoping to have Simon Tam, an Asian musician who is definitely known around the world, and we've definitely already got confirmed my good friend Dawn, who is a writer and a writer from around the area. She used to live here in Durham, but she made the smart move of going to the beach. So she's now living in the beach, but she has written several books. So we're going to be talking to her about that life of an author. So definitely it should be a great conversation. But right now, let's get this plane on out of here.
Good job, Mark. I'm out, bro. I got to do my thing.